Hello dear children. In this video we will continue with our mathematical journey and we will try to have a look at the solution of the chapter 11, that is exercise 11.1. Okay. So many students had asked me the question regarding exercise 10.3. So I'm telling you that we will skip this particular exercise. Okay. So we will skip exercise 10.3, which is given on the page number 149. Okay, page number 149. So let us start with exercise 11.1 now. Okay, so the first question here we have with us is the addition of the following monomials. So what are monomials? By monomials, we mean a mathematical expression or an algebraic expression which contains only one term. Okay, so we have when we have only one term, that is known as monomial. Mono means one. Okay, and when there are two expressions together or terms, that is called binomials. Okay, and when there are three terms, that is called trinomials. Okay, and a trinomial, it can also be a polynomial also. Okay, I will discuss about that polynomial afterwards. So here we have monomials given, that is 3x square y. So this 3x square y is a monomial, okay, because it is only one expression. Okay, and the other expression is minus 7x square y. Okay, so we have to add these two monomials. Okay, so when we add out here, we have to give a plus sign because we are adding. Okay, and this the other expression, that is other monomial, is minus 7x square y. Okay, so when we have to add these two, we have to put this expression inside the bracket, because two signs, okay, two different signs, it cannot be written without bracket. Okay, so we cannot write a plus and minus. Okay, like this, I'm just showing you out here. Plus and minus we cannot write like this. Okay, so we have to give a bracket. Okay, so we have learned this in the chapter called integers, that when the two different signs are there, we have to multiply it. Okay, so plus into minus, it will be minus. Okay, and minus into plus, it will be minus. Okay, so plus into plus, it will be plus, and minus into minus will also be plus only. Okay, so here we have plus into minus, so it will be minus. Okay, and then we will write this 3x square y minus 7x square y. But before we continue further, we have to look at the variables, whether the variables are same or not. Okay, if the variables are same, then we can continue further, but if the variables are not same, then we cannot proceed further. Okay, since the variables are same, that is x square y, and here we have again x square y, so we can do mathematical operations out here. So it will be minus 4. Okay, so this is 3, this is positive 3, and this is negative 7. So it will be minus 4. Okay, because the magnitude of this negative number is more. Okay, so it will be written as minus 4x square y. Okay, now let us continue in the second question, that is minus 25y cube. Okay, y to the power 3, that is y cube, plus, open the bracket, minus 100y cube. Okay, or y to the power 3. So this is minus 25y cube. Okay, we will write like this as it is, and plus into minus, it will be minus 100y cube. Since both the numbers, both these monomials have the same sign, okay, so we will write as 125y cube. Why we are writing minus 125y cube? Because these two are the negative numbers. So when there are two negative numbers together, we have to add these two. Okay. So minus 125 y to the power 3. Similarly, you can solve question number 1C. Okay, you can try yourself now. Question number D also. Okay. Now I'm moving towards the next question, that is 1E. Here we have three monomials given out here. Okay, and the variables, that is y square xz, again here also y square xz, and here again we have y square xz. Okay, so when the variables are given just like that, uh, just focus in the constants. Okay, that is the numbers given out here. Okay, the natural numbers, please focus out here, 5, 7 and 13. So this expression, this monomial, it is a positive monomial. Okay, it is a positive expression, and this is also a positive expression. Okay, 7y square xz, but this minus 13y square xz is a negative expression. So just put the plus signs. Okay, and plus into minus, it will be minus. So 5 plus 7, it will be 12, and this is 13. So here what we will do is that we will subtract. Okay, so 13 minus 12, it will be 1. Okay, but the magnitude this of the negative number is more, so we will write the minus sign out here. Okay, so we can write 1 out here, we can write 1 out here. Okay, but in algebra, this 1 can be omitted. Okay, 1 can be ignored, but if it is 2, then we have to write 2 out here. Okay, so we can skip this part. Okay, we can ignore writing 1, because in algebra, if we just write an expression, okay, without any constant terms, then it will be assumed by default that it is a single term, that is with 1 as constant. Okay, now let us move on to the question number 2. So we have to subtract the monomials. So in question 1, we did the addition. Now in question number 2, we will do subtraction. Okay, so we have to subtract the second monomial that is given as in each and every single question. You can see it out here, that is given at last. Okay, that is given at the second. You have to subtract it from the first one. So it will be written as 5x minus 7xy. Okay, in question number B, 3x square minus 7x square y square. Okay, and in question number C, minus 3xz minus 7xz. Okay, anyway, so now let us continue. So 5x minus 7xy. Okay, the variables are same, they are the like terms, by the way. Okay, so only in case of like terms we can do the addition and subtraction. Okay, so the magnitude of this negative number is more, so we will write the negative sign out here, minus. Okay, so 7 minus 5 is 2, so we will write 2 out here. Okay, and then the variables, that is xy. Okay, now let us move on to question number 2b. So it is 3x square y square minus, open the bracket, minus 7x square y square. So minus into minus, it will be plus, isn't it? So we will do the addition. So 3 plus 7, it will be 10. Okay, and x square, y square as the variables. So this is your answer. Okay, now let us move on to question number C. In question number C, you can see that minus 3xz and minus 7xz, that is 7xz subtracted from minus 3xz. So the expression will be like this. Okay, minus 3xz minus 7xz. Why we are writing minus? Because we have to subtract out here. Okay, so minus and minus, they will plus together. Okay, but we will write the minus sign only. So 3 plus 7, it will be 10, and xz as the variables. Okay, so similarly you can try question number D and E by yourself. Okay, so now let us move on to question number 3. Okay, so add the following polynomials using the vertical or column method. So I'm showing you the vertical method, sorry, the columnar method or the vertical method, whatever you say. Okay, vertical or columnar method. So by vertical we mean it is up straight. Okay, so what is a polynomial? So polynomial is an expression of more than two algebraic terms. Okay, as I already said previously also that a trinomial can be a polynomial. Okay, with two different algebraic terms. Okay, so you can see it out here. We have x and we have y. Okay, and there are the two different terms. Okay, x is a different term and y is a different term, and you can also see a combination out here of two different terms, or it can also be of the same term but with different powers. That is, it can be x cube, x square, and simply x. But in this question, we have x to the power 2, that is x square, and we have x, and then the combination of two different variables. So this is called a polynomial. Okay, so let us continue with the addition. So question number 3a, and remember one thing, that always the like terms should be added or subtracted. Okay, when there are unlike terms, just skip that part, because x, I mean the summation of or the addition of x plus y will be equals to x plus y. Okay, and the subtraction of x minus y will result to x minus y only. Okay, for example, if you have a black pen, one black pen and one blue pen, you cannot say that you have two black pens or two blue pens. This logic we follow or apply in terms of algebra. Okay, yeah, however, you have two pens, okay, one is black and the other one is blue, but specifically if you are looking at the color of the pen, okay, it can never be 2, it is the constant. Okay, it will remain the same, that is x plus y will equals to x plus y, that is one blue pen plus one black pen is equals to one blue pen plus one black pen, because black and blue, they are different, isn't it? So they are the different terms, isn't it? So similarly we have this x and y, they are different terms, so we cannot say 6x plus 4y is equals to 10 x or y. We cannot say like this, because the addition, I mean the result of this two, 6x plus 4y is equals to 6x plus 4y only. Okay, let us continue. Okay, 3a, 3x plus 7. Okay, 3x plus 7 plus 9x minus 4. So in case of addition of polynomials, it is very simple. Okay, in terms of addition, okay, only in case of addition the signs will not be changed, remember. Okay, since we are doing the addition, so you have to write the sign of addition out here. Okay, here also the sign of addition and here also the sign of addition. Okay, because we are doing the addition of these polynomials. So the first expression was 3x plus 7 and the other one was 9x minus 4. Okay, so this is plus out here. So what we will do is that we will now subtract these constants. Okay, so the magnitude of the positive number is more, so we will write the plus sign out here. So 7 minus 4 will be how much? It will be 3. Okay, so the magnitude of the positive number is more, that is 7. Okay, so 7 is more than 4, isn't it? And the sign of the 7 is plus, hence we are writing the plus sign out here. Okay, and 3 and 9, it will be added together because there is no sign out here. Okay, for 3x there is no sign, so by default we will assume it to be a positive sign. Okay, so we will do the addition of 3x plus 9x, and the result will be 12x. Hence, the ultimate result of 3x plus 7 plus 9x minus 4 is 12x plus 3. Okay. Similarly, in question number 3b, we will write the expressions as 6x plus 4y minus 1, okay, and plus 3x minus 7y plus 6. So we have the two different magnitudes out here, okay, two different signs. So in this case, what we will do is that we will write the sign of the integer or a number which is greater than the other number. Okay, so the sign of 6 is more because is positive because 6 is greater than or more than 1. So we will write the plus sign out here, and 6 minus 1 will be 5. Okay, and here in case of 4y and 7y, we can see it out here clearly that the sign of 7 is more because 7 is greater than 4, isn't it? So we will write minus sign out here. Okay, so 7 minus 4 will be 3. So hence it will be 3y. Okay, and here there is no sign for 6x. Okay, so it will be plus by default. So 6x plus 3x will be 9x. So hence the ultimate answer is 9x minus 3y plus 5. Okay. Now let us have a look at question number 3c. You can see that the first term given out here is 7x squared plus 8x plus 3xy. Okay, so this is the first expression. And the second expression given out here is 9x cubed plus 2xy minus 4. So as I already said that only the like terms can be added or subtracted. Okay, so you have to arrange them in an order. So let us write 9x cubed out here. Okay, and then the 7x square, so that the powers will be in terms of order. Okay, in terms of descending order. So the power is 3, power is 2, power is 1. Okay, so it is in the decreasing order. Okay, so let us write 9x cubed out here. Okay, and then the 7x square. So there is no term out here to add with 7x square because we don't have any like term out here. Okay, and for 8x also there is nothing, and for 3xy we have 2xy out here, so they are the like terms, so we can add these two terms. And for minus 4, there is no constant in the first expression, so we will leave like this. So when we have to add these two polynomials, the result will be, it will be minus 4 as it is because there is nothing, so we will assume it to be 0. So 0 plus minus 4, it will be minus 4 only. Okay, so 3xy plus 2xy, it will be 5xy. Okay, and 8x plus 0, let us assume it to be 0 out here. So 8x plus 0, it will be 8x. Okay, and for 7x square plus 0, it will be 7x square, and 9x cube plus 0, it will be 9x cube. So the ultimate answer is 9x squared plus 7x squared minus 8x plus 5xy minus 4. Okay, and similarly in question number D, you can see it out here. The terms given here are quite confusing because they are AB. However, they are different because of the powers given. Okay, so arrange them in an order. Please be careful with this comma sign out here. Okay, so this comma is actually uh, telling you that they are the separate expressions. Okay, so 7a square b square minus 5ab plus 8a square b minus 4ab square, it is the first expression or the first polynomial. And the second one is minus 3a square b square plus 4ab minus 7a square b plus 4ab square. Okay, this is the second one. And the third one is 4a square b square minus ab plus 3a square b plus 2ab square. So this is the third one. Now arrange them in such an order that the like terms should be together. Okay, so here you can see a square b square, a square b square, a square b square. Okay, so they are the like terms. So for 7, 3, and 4. Okay, and here for 5, 4, and 1, we have ab, ab, and ab. Similarly, for a square b, you arrange it, and for ab squared, you will arrange it in such a manner. Okay, as I already said, that in case of addition, the signs will not be changed. Sign will remain same. Okay, so we are doing the addition out here, that's why we are writing the plus sign. Okay, and the remaining signs will not changed. Okay, sorry, it will not be changed. Okay, so it will remain same. So out here what you can see this is minus 4 and this is plus 4, so they will cancel each other. Okay, so minus 4 and plus 4, they will cancel each other and it remains plus 2ab square. Okay, and out here you can see that there is plus 8a square b and plus 3a square b. So 8 plus 3, it will be how much? It will be 11. Okay, so plus 11a square b minus 7a square b, it will be plus 4a square b. Okay, or you can simply do like this also. 8 minus 7, it will be 1. Okay, one positive number, so 1 plus 3, it will be 4 a square b. Okay, you can do like that also. Okay, and here you can see that there are two negative expressions. Okay, that is minus 5ab and minus ab. So this is 1 by default. Okay, you know that. Okay, when only the variables are returned, it means that there is an invisible constant number, that is 1. Okay, so minus 5 and minus 1, if you add these two, it will be minus 6. So minus 6 plus 4, it will be how much? It will be minus 2ab. Okay, write the expression, I mean the variable ab. Okay, so this will be minus 2ab. Okay, now this is plus sign. Okay, by default it is a plus sign. We know when there is no sign written, it will be assumed to be a plus sign. Okay, so plus 7, okay, plus 4. So 7 plus 4, it will be how much? 11. So 11 minus 3 will be how much? 8. So 11 was a positive number. Okay, so we will not write the sign of plus out here, we will leave as it is and then write the variables a square, b square. Okay, you can try question number E by yourself. Okay, now question number 4. Question number 4 is the same thing that we did in question number 3. Okay, in question number 3 we did the addition by vertical method or columnar method or simply column method. Now in question number 4 we have to add the polynomials using a horizontal method. Okay, so it will be the first term, that is 7x plus x, plus the second term, that is 8x minus 4. So now open the brackets, it will be 7x plus x, it will be again plus 8x, and plus into minus, it will be how much? Minus 4. Okay, so now arrange the like terms together. So 7x plus 8x, okay, bring them closer, and this constant plus 6 and minus 4 out here. So 7 plus 8, it will be how much? 15. So write 15x. Okay, so 6 minus 4, it will be 2. So write plus 2. So 15x plus 2 is the ultimate answer. Okay, now for question number 4b, we have the first expression, that is 8a plus 9b minus 7ab, and the second term is 5ab minus 7. So we are writing the plus sign because we are doing the addition out here, so we have to write the plus sign. Okay, for the comma given out here, you have to write the sign of plus or minus. Okay, if you are doing plus or addition, you have to write the sign of plus. Okay, if you are doing the subtraction, then you have to write the sign of minus. Okay, now when you open the bracket, remember that the first expression, it will be the same. Okay, 8a plus 9b minus 7ab, it will be same. Okay, and when you open the bracket of the second term, remember that this sign, okay, it will multiply with the sign of 5ab and minus 7. Sign of minus sign of 5ab is not given, so we will assume it to be plus. So plus into plus, it will be plus. So plus into minus, it will be minus. Okay, so we will write plus 5ab minus 7. Okay, now arrange the terms, arrange the like terms. So is there any like terms out here? Yes, there is. That is this one, isn't it? So in here only you can do the uh, calculation or the mathematical operation out here. Okay, so it will be minus 2ab. Okay, so minus 7ab plus 5ab, it will be minus 2ab, and 8a plus 9b and minus 7, it will remain the same. They will not be added because there are no like terms that is remained. Okay, similarly we solve question number 4c also. That is, the first term given out here is 4x square plus 9y square plus 7xy minus xz plus 5yz plus 9. Such a big expression, isn't it? So you can see it out here in the first expression only. There are no like terms. Can you see any like term out here? No, there are no like terms. Now the next expression is minus 15z square plus 20xyz minus 9. So as I already said that you have to give a plus sign out here. Okay, and you have to give the bracket also. And when you open the bracket of the first term, you just copy it without the bracket. Okay, because it will be the same as it is. Okay, just open the bracket. And when you write the second expression, you have to remember that this plus sign, it will multiply with the sign of the given expression out here. Okay, so plus into minus, it will be minus. So you will write minus 15z square. Okay, so plus into plus, it will be plus. So you will write 20xyz. Okay, so plus into minus, it will be minus. Hence you write minus 9. Okay, so here we will write, I mean, in the second line, the expressions will be 4x square plus 9y square plus 7xy minus 7xz plus 5yz plus 9 minus 15z square plus 20xyz minus 9. Okay, now in the next step, on the next line, what you will do is that you will arrange the like terms. Okay, you will arrange the like terms out here. Okay, so it will be 4x square plus 9y square plus 7xy minus 7xz plus 5yz. And you can see it out here, this plus 9 and minus 9, they will cancel. Okay, they will get cancelled. And you can write directly minus 15z square plus 20xyz. Okay, or you can do also one thing, that is write 4x square plus 9y square plus xy minus 7xz plus 5yz plus 9 minus 9, then you write minus 15z square plus 20xyz, and you can cancel out together. Okay, but in this case only one step will be added more. Okay, so the solution will be quite lengthy. And after doing this, okay, after arranging this, okay, you can leave the answer. Okay, you can leave the answer like this only. But if you want to arrange in a proper way, then you can arrange like 4x square plus 9y square minus 15z square plus 7xy minus 7xz plus 5yz plus 20xyz. Okay, why are we arranging this way? Because you can see it out here, we have the powers, that is x square, y square, z square, and then the combination of xy, xz and yz. Okay, and then the combination of all these three variables at the end. Okay, but you can end your answer out here also. Okay, but it will be better if you arrange them in an order. Okay, now you can try question number D and E by yourself. Okay, now let us move on to question number 5. Subtract the second polynomial from the first polynomial in each of the following using the vertical or column method. So you can either use the column method or horizontal method. So the choice is yours. Okay, so I have used the horizontal method that we used in question number 4. You can also use the column method also, okay, or the vertical method. So here in question number 5, I'm continuing with question number C because 5 question number A and B, they are simple, so you can try by yourself. So I'm showing you the solution of question number 5C. So the first expression is 3xy minus 4xz plus 3yz minus 6. Put them inside the bracket, and also the second expression also inside the bracket. Okay, but you have to give the sign of minus out here because we are doing the subtraction. Okay, and I said previously also that when you open the bracket of the first expression, just copy it down without the bracket because it will be same. Okay, and when you open the bracket of the second expression, this sign, be it plus or minus, it will multiply with the signs of the given terms. Okay, so the sign of 7 is not given out here, so we will assume it to be plus. Okay, so minus into plus, it will be minus. Minus into minus, it will be plus. And again, minus into plus, it will be minus. Okay, so the uh, term that you will write out here is in the next line is that is 3xy minus 4xz plus 3yz minus 6 minus 7xz plus 5yz minus 8. Okay, now you have to arrange them in the order so that you can perform mathematical operation. So it will be 3xy minus 4xz plus 3yz, you can write out here. Okay, uh, and then we have plus 5yz. Okay, and then you can pull this minus 7xz out here. Okay, minus 6 and minus 8. It is not compulsory that whatever the method, or you can say the way, not the method but the way I have written the answers, you have to copy the same. Okay, feel free to arrange them according to your convenience, but at the end you have to arrange them in a proper way. Okay, so the ultimate answer, it will be 3xy minus 11xz plus 8yz minus 14, because this plus 3yz and plus 5yz, they will be added. Okay, and you will get plus 8yz, and this minus 6 and minus 8 will also be added together, so it will be minus 14. Okay, so this is your ultimate answer. Okay, and the same way that you will follow here in question number D also. Okay, now I don't think I have to explain you this. Okay, but still let me tell you in brief that the first term should be inside the bracket. Okay, and the second term also should be in the bracket only. Okay, and you give the sign of subtraction out here, and when you open the bracket of the first term, just copy it down as it is. And now when you open the bracket of the second expression, this sign will multiply with the signs that is given inside. Okay, that is minus into minus, it will be plus 8x, minus into plus 5y, it will be minus 5y, minus into plus 12xy, it will be minus 12xy, and minus into minus plus, sorry, minus into minus 7, it will be plus 7. Okay, and you can arrange them in the order and perform the mathematical operations. Okay, Now question number 6, you have to subtract the polynomials, same thing that we did in question number 5. Okay, that is the subtraction, but using the vertical method. Okay, and remember, when you use the vertical method, in case of subtraction, sign will be changed, all the signs will be changed. Okay, now remember, when you change the sign, only the signs of the second expression will be changed, but the first expression, it will remain same. That is 7x square minus 3y square plus 15, they will remain same as it is. And the same logic we have applied out here also, that the first expression should be inside the bracket, and when you open the bracket, it will be same as it is, isn't it? So the same logic has been applied out here. The first expression, it will be same, but the second expression, all the signs will be changed. Okay, okay, so the sign of 6x square, okay, the sign of the 6x square is not given, so it will be assumed to be plus. Okay, so let us write plus only. Okay, let me just show you with this. Okay, we have to make the correction also in the PDF that I have sent you. Okay, please do the correction because it was written minus before. So the sign of the 6x square is plus, and the sign of this 2y square is also plus, and the sign of this 5 is minus, isn't it? Now all the signs of these second expression, it will be changed. Plus will be minus and minus will be plus. Okay, so you have to perform the mathematical operation according to the changed sign. Okay, so this plus 15 plus 5, it will be 20. Ignore the previous signs, focus in the new signs now. Okay, focus in the signs that is changed now. Okay, so plus 15 plus 5, it will be 20. Okay, so minus 3y square minus 2y square, they will plus together because minus and minus, they will be added. So write 5y square. Okay, and 7x square minus 6x square. So 7 minus 6 will be 1. So we can ignore writing 1 out here. Okay, simply write x square. Okay, now let us move on to question number 7. Which polynomial can transform 7ab plus 8b square plus 7 into 9a square plus ab plus 3 by only using the addition operator? It simply means, what is that polynomial? Okay, what is that polynomial which, when added to 7ab plus 8b square plus 7, will result into 9a square plus ab plus 3? Okay, so let the polynomial be x. Okay, so when you assume any number, please be careful that the existing variable should not be used. Okay, if in the question, if x is already given, okay, if x was already out here, then you should not consider x. You should consider other variable. Okay, like p, q, r, or a, b, whatever. Okay, but we cannot assume a or b out here because it is already given out here in this expression. Okay, so we have to assume a different one. Okay, that is x. Now let the polynomial be x. So now according to the question, 7ab plus 8b square plus 7 plus x, which when added to, it will be 9a square plus ab plus 3. Okay, because in the question it is mentioned addition operator. Okay, that is plus x. So what you will do is that when you move on to the next line, you cannot write equals to out here. Okay, equals to x equals to, how can it be? So you have to give the kind of an arrow sign out here. Okay, so you have to move this entire expression towards the other side of the equals to. Okay, and when you move to the other side, remember that you must keep all these terms inside the bracket. Okay, and out here this 7 is actually plus out here, isn't it? So it will be minus out here. The sign will be changed, and this sign will be changed for all these terms. Okay, so put them inside the bracket, just like here I have put them inside the bracket, and the sign will be of minus. Okay, now apply the same method that we had learned in question number 5. Okay, so open the bracket. As you already know that when you open the bracket of the first expression, it will be same as it is, and when you open the bracket of the second term, it will be, I mean, the signs will be changed because they will multiply. So minus into plus, it will be minus 7ab, minus into plus, it will be minus 8b square, minus into plus, it will be minus 7. Okay, now arrange them in an order. Okay, arrange the like terms together. Okay, or arrange them in an order, whatever you say. Okay, and then after performing the mathematical operation, you will get your answer as 9a square minus 8b square minus 6ab minus 4. So the polynomial, hence the polynomial is hence the polynomial is 9a square minus 8b square minus 6ab minus 4. Okay, and now question number 8. What must be subtracted from AB plus BC plus 2ABC to get A plus B plus C plus ABC? It is just the opposite of question number 7. In question number 7, we had to, we were supposed to add, but in this case, we have to subtract. Okay. So write like this: AB plus BC plus 2ABC minus X equals to A plus B plus C plus ABC. Okay, so here what you will do is that you will move the entire expression towards the other side of the equals to. Now why are we moving, if you ask me? In question number 7 also we moved the entire this entire expression, and in question number 8 also we are moving this entire expression. Why? Because we want to find the missing term. Okay, the x, we want to find the value of x out here. That's why we have to keep whatever we have to find, that is the x, the missing term, towards the left hand side. Okay, it will be easy for us. Okay, the sign of this x is minus, so you will write minus x out here. Okay, and when you move this entire expression towards the other side of the equals to, remember that we have to keep inside them in the bracket like this. Okay, so open the bracket now. When you open the bracket, the signs will be changed for the second term. Arrange them. Okay, or you can perform the mathematical operation here only. You can perform the mathematical operation. So this is plus ABC, it is minus 2ABC, so it will be minus ABC out here in the next term. Okay, so you will get this. Okay, no common or the like terms are out here. Okay, all the terms are different. Okay, but we wanted to find the x. We have assumed the polynomial to be x, not minus x, isn't it? So what we have to do in the next line is we have to move this minus sign towards the other side of equals to. And when you move this minus sign towards the other side of equals to, Remember that you have to put all these expressions inside the bracket, okay, as shown out here. Okay, put them inside the bracket. Now open the bracket in the next line. The signs will be changed, you know that. Okay, and you can leave your answer here in this stage. Okay, here in this step, you can end your answer, or you can arrange them in an order. Now, why are we arranging this way? Just to record them in an order. Okay, just to write them in an order. Okay, and also to write them in the order in such a way that the plus sign will be at the first and the minus sign it will be at the back. Okay, you can leave your answer here also, no issue. Okay, this was your exercise 11.1.